the sharing of information is my biggest regret. As I grew up, one of the biggest pieces of information my mother gave me to help me win in life was, we have to cast thoughts down in Jesus' name. And at first, when I was growing up, I thought this was like so crazy to me. I was like, okay. And she always said, you have to cast a thought down. Mom,
I was trying not to laugh.
That's good. Mom, oh my God, Bishop. By the way, one time my mom cut my hair. It was terrible. I went to school. I tried to have like a hoodie on my head all day, and it was terrible. Anyway, but and this is going to be kind of deep, so I just want to let this be known. Okay. So I'm going to preface my statement with this. Okay. So my mom always said you got to cast a thought down in Jesus' name. Cast a thought down in Jesus' name, because not every thought is your thought. And she said you have to do it one time or 1,000 times, but you just can't let it take root. So I woke up this morning and I was thinking about a situation that happened while I was in college. And have you ever, and I think we have talked about this, you ever had those moments in life when you were like sleep in the middle of the night and then you woke up and you couldn't breathe and then like you kind of felt paralyzed and you kind of seen something on the side of your bed?
I don't know about the seeing something on the side of the bed, but I do know the feeling of can't move. It's like you're still dreaming. It's like you're stuck or something.
Yeah,
I know.
There's an actual term for this that
I don't think well, to a certain extent I have, but my brother has, because he was telling me about it. Yeah.
All right, so your brother has it, and more people have experienced this than you would think. And I found this out. There's actually a scientific name they try to put to it, but there's a complete understanding to it. And so my mom said when those situations occur, technically, as you are like when you're waking up, going from the dream world to reality, that's a crossover between like the spiritual world in a sense. You get to physically see it in some way. Your mind can accept it. So she said, so when those situations arises in the middle of the night and you wake up in situations are like that, then you have to call out in Jesus' name, because it is, it is a spirit trying to attach itself to you.
Yeah.
Because
that's what my grandma said.
Okay. And so throughout life, this has happened to me periodically. Right. And when these situations happens, you feel like you're getting choked and you're like, oh man, what's going on? And you trying your best to
I'm sorry, I was reading Bishop's comment, but go ahead. I've never had that, Bishop. I said my brother, but I know what he's talking about.
And so you try to say something, but you don't, but you have to yell out like, leave in Jesus' name.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Brandy just said it.
Okay, I don't know I couldn't think of what the actual term was.
Yeah.
Right? So when this happens, you have to call out in Jesus' name. So when multiple times in my life this has happened, and today I was thinking about a time that occurred, and I realized that that's God's way of protecting you from whatever it is.
Right.
And originally I didn't look at that. I was just like, what the heck is going on? But that was God giving me a winning chance against whatever it is. And so one of my regrets is there's information that I know that has helped me to fight.
That's what I was going to say. That's what my grandma used to tell my brother. The devil was riding his back.
Right. So
he's trying to attach itself
to you.
Yeah.
And so that has happened to me. And so my point is my biggest regrets is not sharing some of that information. It's not saying, hey, like you have to cast thoughts down in Jesus' name. You have to, when those situations in the middle of the night happen, you have to do that, because I instantly thought, what happens to all the people who don't know what to do? Right. And that to me was like, oh yeah, that's crazy. I couldn't imagine, I just couldn't imagine like what that would be like if somebody did not know what to do. What do they do in those situations? Right. And I think that's one of my biggest regrets over life in general is, just passing along information that is going to be helpful to another human being.